to get a new Doberman puppy. And here I thought I lived the good part of...
The gauntlets! What is this? The gauntlets of the necromancer. What is this?
That's awesome.
What is this? I'm gonna need a minute. It's got kind of shitty range, though. There we go. Yeah, those would probably work better on the big dopey guys who want flying enemies. Those are not going to be very effective.
He thought he lived in the good part of Phoenix.
Joke's on you, there is no good part.
Jonathan, South Park became irrelevant after Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
When would you say...
That's terror.
I know you were more of a South Park fan than I was. When would you say the decline happened? You know what? Let's make this an unofficial super chat question. When is the definitive moment of decline for Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park?
Oh god, South Park at least season 10. Simpsons...
What's like the first episode where you were just like, what's going on?
Oh, I couldn't name it. Probably when they started getting political.
Yeah.
Simpsons, I would say like season 12-ish.
Yeah, like early 2000s somewhere. For Simpsons, it's pretty easy to identify. It's Behind the Laughter. It's the Behind the Laughter, which is a good episode, but it telegraphed that they were out of ideas, and they were. The next several episodes were ass. They were terrible, and it was the decline had started. I think they had lost some writers by that point, and then Family Guy, and then there were fewer. That stupid murder mystery Agatha Christie bullshit. It was not funny. I didn't crack a smile during that bullshit. And I think that was the first HD episode of Family, like widescreen or what. It was so bad. So bad.
Big Mike, Simpsons should have ended after the movie.
It should have ended before the movie. It was really bad for years before the movie.
Sorry guys, I've been neglecting some of the earlier super chats. I'm gonna get back and do those. Hey Hobo, how you doing?
Hobo! See, Hobo knows all about these kind of games because he played them like crazy back in the day.
Who started out tonight? Dustin the Grim.
Oh, this is where I started.
With WWE spread out across multiple streaming services and milking people for money, I don't know why people still give them the time of day with their greed and crap product.
Nick Khan is a great salesman. That's what it is. He is scamming networks out of inflated contracts, outrageous sums of money for a product that has lost 70-80% of its audience over the last 20 years, and most of whose social media engagement is completely fake and paid for. He is a brilliant negotiator. It's the only explanation.
Have it your way, buddy.
And it's like, Disney? I should have seen Disney coming, because they're the ideal marks for this kind of thing. Look how much they paid for Disney, or for Star Wars rather. Look how much they paid for some of the franchises that are worth essentially nothing now. And granted, some of that is because of them, but these were devalued franchises to a degree before that. They overpaid for them, objectively. Just as they overpaid for the steaming rights. Steaming rights. No, let's stick with steaming rights. Just as they overpaid for the steaming rights for WWE. What are they calling them? They're not pay-per-views now. They're like PLEs or something like that. Paid live events.
Weird. Something strange.
Some PC sounding bullshit. Silver Shield. The thing I'm most struck by with this remaster is the lighting. How? Why do you use the gloves of the Necro Goblin? Die! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you move super fast with them, I think. Alright. Oh, really now?
Fiesta Cat.
Holy crap, those are cool.
Wish I had a franchise Disney could overpay me for.
Right? Don't we all? Oh my. Someone up there. They just... You know, a few companies have gotten wise to what WWE have been doing. USA lowballed them for SmackDown, and with good reason. They weren't delivering ratings. USA refused to renew Raw at the price they were asking for, so what did they do? They ran to Netflix, and Netflix overpaid for them. I don't know if any of you have been paying attention to the viewership figures on Netflix, but it's like less than a third what they started out with, as I pretty much predicted. I remember when the Netflix deal for WWE was inked, I said, you know, the only way they're going to draw any kind of viewership is if the product dramatically improves. Has the product dramatically improved? No. It's the same dog shit it was. Hey, cool. Whoa! Enough with the ceiling smashing!
Camino Uni. You could say it was when Lisa became a vegetarian. She died as a character and became the writer's mouthpiece.
Yeah. Like, you'll never hear her say free Tibet anymore, right? That ain't happening.
Intrinsic Dark. Tonight's stream is brought to you by the letter G. G stands for gerrymander. Democrats love to gerrymander themselves into power.
So do Republicans, to be fair. It is a band-aid solution, though. It is no kind of solution. But 100%, one of the big ways that the 2020 election was rigged, I remember vividly. Did you guys get hounded by the census as hard as I did in the lead up to that election? I had the census leave a "we will return to conduct the census" note on my door 5 times, maybe, in the lead up to the 2020 election. That was all about trying to get, because there's a heavy amount of illegal immigration in, I mean, most neighborhoods in Phoenix. They were trying to get more seats that would go Democrat. And that was one of the methods they used to rig the 2020 election. No doubt.
And Trump's calling for an emergency census.
Yes, and for good reason. This, by the way, is proof that he actually kind of knows what's going on. He's not just sitting there making funny memes and starting World War III, as the Panicans claim that he is.
Logie. The government has been against us for generations. I want to join ICE and be a gamer that rises up, but I have misgivings in trusting the government. What's your advice for a patriot that wants to join ICE?
I don't know much about how ICE works. I don't know anyone who's been a part of it, I don't think. So I don't know how they are as an organization.
I am the law!
I know you're better off now under Tom Homan than you would be under some other people, but elections come, elections go, administrations come, administrations go. You're eventually going to wind up under an asshole. The left isn't just going away, guys, although they're doing everything in their power to make sure they do. Ooh, that was close. What does a shadow sphere do?
Scarfy the Strange, I swear that claw reminds me of that weapon from the original Dune.
It's Trump time.
Yeah, kinda. What, just the Gatling gun thing? Alright.
Silver Mask, how long until someone hucks a silicon wang into the ring at WWE?
Alright, here we go.
I'm thinking it over.
It'd be tough to do without Cody Rhodes intercepting it and filleting it.
Huh?
Huh?
Mercenary ex-mom hounded me to do the census, or else.
There we go.
Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
Alright. Well, there's gotta be...
Noah body. When Dems do it, it's redistricting. When reps do it, it's gerrymandering.
Yep. And it's covered as such. When you watch the media, they'll literally call it redistricting when Dems do it. When Republicans do it, it's called gerrymandering. And both parties do it. Both parties do it. But I tell you what, dude. There are districts here in Phoenix after Democrats took power. Dude. They look like elements on the periodic table. Like, we have districts that are like a thin sliver, and then it goes boop, 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 boop. Like, it's cutting out all the white people. Like,
You see the one in Texas?
Ugh. No, which one?
It's a
Whoa!
It's a thin
What are you?
It's a thin strip that connects San Antonio with Austin.
Wow.
It goes up that far north.
Wow.
Here, I'll actually bring it up.
The Citadel. Dude, this game is rad, guys. This is my first time playing it, and I am loving it. I'm playing on push difficulty, but... Yeah! Dude, this bowcaster kind of makes my nipples hard. And yes, I'm calling it a bowcaster.
Number 35. Texas District 35. There it is. Let me see. Open image and new tab. Oh, no, that's really, really small. Bring that up. Federal court rules 3 Texas congressional districts illegally drawn. Do you think?
This is the problem. Like, Texas is kind of in the reverse issue. They have the reverse issue of Arizona, where Arizona's been red for so long, Republicans are lazy or they're glorified Democrats or whatever. Whereas in Texas, they were blue for so long that you have these entrenched Democratic bureaucrats who do things like that. Yeah, I see it. It's ridiculous.
It cut. You guys can't see it. It's if you want to see it, just look up Texas District 35.
You can bring that on screen.
Oh, I can, but it's okay.
You just save it and then add it as an image.
That's true. And our audience is probably lazy. Let's see.
hearing things, but gimme! I want the book.
What? Do I add it as a source?
Yeah, add it as a media source, I believe it is. Or I think there's an add image, isn't there? Add picture or add image. Right?
Color, display, image. Hey, there we go.
Then just bring that up. Oh, what the? Oh, there he is! Get back here, Palpatine. Ow!
There it is. You guys can see that now. Goes from San Antonio to Austin, cuts through New Braunfels and San Marcos. Yeah, that's a voting district there.
Oh yeah.
That is downtown San Antonio. That is, what is that? Northeast San Antonio, all the way up, cuts Austin in half.
Yep.
Look at that shit. That's a fucking voting district. What the fuck? That shit has to end. That's fucking illegal. I don't care what you say.
So are most of the voters.
Best way killer. It's absolutely hilarious seeing all
Time to raid some tombs.
all the NXT and AEW loving marks who thought Triple H would save WWE turn on him now after they got exactly what they wanted.
Yep.
Caveat emptor.
All right, there we go. And make no mistake, that stupid WWE reality show was all about Triple H trying to solidify his position, because I think some of the rumors about him losing power because The Rock is now in that position aren't true. I think he's feeling a little threatened. Because Rock's on the board. He's a lot more famous and a lot more rich, and he has leverage to leave if he doesn't get what he wants, unlike Triple H. Triple H has got a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but he does not have Rock money. Nor does he have Rock fame.
Primarch Vulcan post the Texas District Discord. Somebody will.
Torch!
Snacks ever play Nightmare Creatures on PS1? No, I heard it was good though.
Yeah. Hey, you can just go right on through. Sweet. Ooh, there's my key! Ugh. Okay. Now, where is the door? It's somewhere I do not see. I hear you. All right.
Ryan, did you discover the myth of the robber baron's book or Folsom's video lectures about the book on YouTube? The part. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I've read the book. It's really good, and but I've never seen him do a lecture on the subject. No.
The part of his lecture on Dow versus the German chemical cartel is amazing.
Oh, here we go. All right, there we go. It's a big part of busting the myth of Teddy Roosevelt, trust buster, and all of that. Teddy Roosevelt was a whore for big business. He wanted to make those big businesses permanent, so he pushed antitrust because antitrust was the only way those things could become permanent, and he was successful. He was a believer in the internal improvement system. He was a believer in corporate welfare. Far from being anti-corporation, he was very pro-corporation. He's a big reason we are a bit of a corporatocracy today. I feel like the myth of Roosevelt is almost as bad as the myth of Lincoln in some ways.
Obsidian mug. How'd you like seeing South Park make an episode out of your ice thumbnail?
Good times. I have to deport Dora. She's done far too much exploring.
She has to go back.
She has to go back.
Lynn Hero,
Also, Blue's Clues. We've got to turn him red.
we want Clifford back.
We've got,
He's a big, beautiful
big,
dog.
Beautiful red dog. Tremendous dog, really. Die right in the nads!
He's the perfect puppy for my son.
Suck it. There we go. Dude,
Lin-
this remastered soundtrack is the titties.
Lynn Hero, I say you play Heretic Episode 1, then play Hexen.
Okay. Sounds good. Because there's a bunch of campaigns here. This is more than just a remaster, by the way. They added new levels. They added new content. I don't know what the new levels are for, if they're just for Heretic, if they're just for Hexen, if they're for every game, I have no idea.
Scarfy the Strange, there's no voting district. That's a voting caravan. Dude, seriously.
Oh! Where am I? Oh, there he is. Always kill the wizard first. Mage dies first. Always. Just for being a mage.
Scarfy the Strange, remember when games had artistically themed UI?
I know. Remember when everything didn't use the same freaking hipster serif font? It's so elegant and so streamlined. It's so minimalistic. We got fantasy games now. This is one of the most offensive things about Skyrim. We got freaking fantasy games with corporate coffee shop menu serif font on all of them. Thanks, Skyrim. Thanks, Bethesda.
Let me get back to reading the older chats.
I heard something.
Phantom Dog Fart, thank you for subbing for 10 months.
Oh, there we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone just shot at me. Gave me an ear piercing.
Sonic Overdrive, thank you for the bits.
Go.
If you dig
Remember
these...
when boomer shooters were a genre of game and not a description for the people who wing shots at Donald Trump?
Do we still know anything about that?
Absolutely nothing.
Why he had 10 cell phones?
Well, he wasn't the boomer shooter. The other guy was.
Well,
the guy
he,
at the golf
he
course.
also had...
Yeah, that was a boomer shooter.
He also had a lot of phones for
Yes,
some
he
reason.
did. Why was he hanging out? Why do you have contacts at the FBI?
Cause Lego Man says thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining us. Sonic Overdrive. If you dig these games, check out a Medieval, a boomer shooter, where one of the weapons is a magic staff that shoots exploding planets. P.S. Watch the Solomon Kane flick, epic movie.
Oh, great movie.
Really owe it to myself as an aspiring pulp writer and DMC fan to check out the comics and pulps.
Right on. Yes, you do. Right.
Jovan, so at what point do we invade and conquer the UK and put an end to the madness that consumed the old country?
I don't want anyone from the UK. You let your country get this way, and you still philosophically defend many of the ideas that got you to this place, especially the people on the right. You're going down with your country, and you deserve it. You understand, you pricks? Oh, if only we had a great man. If only we had a monarch. If only we had... Wanting a great man and wanting a monarch is how you got here, you little bitch. Go eat your tea and crumpets, you little fag, and enjoy your declining country. Ideas like that are how you got here. Because you didn't have the dick to stand behind the ideas that early American founding fathers did. How about that? Because you never had a man who was great enough to hand his sword into Congress like George Washington was. Suck the veiniest, fattest part of my dick. Limey bastards.
Fix your own shit.
Seriously, we're not liberating you. Liberate yourself. Spit out the shitty ideas you've been chewing on for decades, because you have evinced no indication that you have learned your lesson.
May your search
None.
prove taintful.
Virtually no one in the British Right has learned a damn thing. You're waiting for Superman to come and save you. Ooh, what is that? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother,
Yeah, why don't you protest a little bit more? Maybe that'll help. No, you guys, I said this a couple of weeks ago.
Ooh.
There was a point where a slight push could have stopped this car from going downhill.
Yeah. Oh, there were multiple points. Multiple points.
You need a force. This car's out of control now. You need a force so great to stop this fucking crazy train.
And I say this as a half English person. Like, half my family is from England. Related through marriage to Churchill. Not even kidding. I actually saw the genealogy. It was, for once, it wasn't one of those old wives' tales. Oh, we're related to Winston Churchill. Oh, we're related to Andrew Jackson. We're related to... No, I'm actually related to Winston Churchill, believe it or not. Britain allowed itself... Shoot, we're talking about Churchill. There's a moment. There's a fork in the road. You decided to go with Attlee, you retards. And you still defend that decision. And continue to demonize Churchill, you freaking retards. You've learned nothing. You deserve to go down with your shitty country.
It is only like within the past week, I think, that they've begun to even discuss deportations. They call it chat. What do they call it? Reimmigration.
Resettlement.
Yeah. It's like, no, you need to put them on a fucking boat and get them the fuck out of your fucking country.
No, they need to start walking.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Remigration.
Oh, good.
Remigration. Ooh. Yeah, good luck with that. You're talking about it now at a point where you should be halfway done with it.
It's true. We're behind the 8 ball on deportations. Now, the thing that nobody talks about, and we need to talk about this on the offensive, is we're hearing a lot from the Catboy Brigade that Trump is way behind on deportations. And I agree, it'd be nice for his deportation numbers to be higher. What we're not talking about is that his self-deportation figures are like 10 times what Obama's were.
In the millions.
Whatever. Yes! It's like well over 1 million in like a 3-month period.
All you had to
We
do...
gotta pump those numbers up, but still, like, we're well in excess of the self-deportation figures under Biden or Obama or anyone else, which, by the way, was always the grand plan. That was always the plan. That was what Eisenhower did during Operation Wetback. This is the only demonstrable way you're going to be able... You don't have enough people to deport all these people. You don't have enough ICE employees or Border Patrol employees to do that. They have to self-deport and in large numbers, and they are. They actually are.
Time to raid some tombs.
All they needed to do was show some very public ones on TV, and they've shown a lot of them.
Yeah.
And that's how you get it done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Snacks, UK don't get Superman, they got bicycle repairmen.
Alright, here we go.
Normal man. The Brits are waiting for Superman to save them. Unfortunately, he does not have a license for that cape. Commander CTC, greetings lads again. Razor, do a Trump impression of him, annoyed that South Park made fun of him. Again, and saying they need new material.
See, I didn't see what he said exactly, but I didn't see him react to it. JD Vance just said, "Oh, I finally made it," which, I mean, for him, that was pretty good, because it's not like he had a very national profile before that. He's far less famous than Trump is.
I think South Park is a once great television show that, frankly, is in dire need of new material. Gay fish, fish dicks, what the hell is this?
Okay, so I have to go get the Star of David.
Gunsmoke N7. Damn, you gotta have Sargon on the Razor Force offensive.
What a cool area. This is almost like Thief.
Hung Nguyen, people just uncovered Crook's search history when he used Wi-Fi in college. To great surprise, he visited Reddit a lot.
I'm shocked. But I thought he was a Republican. Remember when they were rolling with that narrative?
They're all Republicans until you get word that they are not.
Yeah.
Then you don't talk about it.
Well, what happened is we were coming out of the primaries. And remember what happened in those primaries? Reddit literally organized an entire op where a bunch of people, a bunch of Democrats, would register as Republican so that they could vote for Nikki Haley in the primaries. Did everybody forget that? He had clearly registered Republican in order to register a vote for Nikki Haley. And that was a big thing, specifically where he lived. Where's the other guy? Oh, did I kill them both? Okay, whatever. This is a cool area. How do I get that, though? Huh? Wings of Wrath? What is... What? What'd I do? What just
Fiesta
happened?
Cat.
What'd I do? Okay, I screwed something up. I think I used an item I wasn't supposed to. Oh, there we go. I was looking for a way to... temporarily grants flight. Ooh. Ooh. Let's get that Book of Power, huh? Ooh, yeah, there we go.
Listen to that soundtrack.
Yeah, this is the...
They're really going for it.
It's the remastered soundtrack. It's good shit, man. They did a good job.
Maybe somebody could look it up. Who did they get for this? Fiesta Cat UK equals Gondor in decline, but no Aragorn is coming though.
All right.
Overkill. Howard Stern here, king of all media. Now I have a deal with the common man and get my wigs for the same dumpster Keith Olbermann gets his suits.
And his hipster glasses. Dude, you remember when Stern was shitting on Don Imus for being too old to do radio?
Yeah.
Don Imus was like 45 at the time.
My God.
Stern is like 70. Like, what?
Here. This is gonna be my final word on the whole Stern thing.
Yeah,
I used to listen.
Didn't you used to actually listen as Stern?
When he got over to Sirius, it was actually really good. He was able to actually be free and do whatever he wanted.
I'm thinking it over.
When he signed on in 2006 for a 10-year contract, if he had actually stopped in 2016, he could have ended on a high note
Probably, yeah.
and gone out a legend.
Yeah.
And instead, he just kept going and going. I swear to God, I thought maybe he quit, like, in 2018 or
shame.
something.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea he was even still in the air. His numbers must be... I would venture to
you
guess
listened?
that
Have you-
we get more.
Dude, have
Listener.
you listened to him lately?
No. I've not
It's
heard a
like-
thing from him.
Dude, it's like 60% dead air. Robin doesn't even laugh anymore. She sounds like she's half asleep. Like, he's just, it's so dull. And then they bring in some overpaid celebrity, you know, and it's some huge celebrity, or someone who used to be huge 20 years ago, you know, Al Pacino or somebody like that. And he asks some softball Entertainment Tonight questions, and oh, there's your show, folks. Dude, it's the dullest shit ever. It's the dullest shit. I'm gonna
That's
grab something to drink real quick.
It's so sad to see what he's become. He can't hear me right now, but I do agree with his take that once Artie left, that was the beginning of the end. Let's see. Mercenary X, didn't Rush Limbaugh do that same thing like Haley? The Proton Spinner, good evening, everyone. Just passing along a PSA. Don't wear 20-pound chains around your neck while wandering aimlessly into an MRI chamber. Remember, the magnet is always on. Big Mike, you've been vindicated on hating Michael Malice. He debated Rich from Angry Cops about policing, completely disrespected him, and raved about Mo rights. I've gone from neutral to hating his guts. A white mocha? Why, surely you jest. You're supposed to say, I'm not jesting, and stop calling me Shirley. Oh. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, that coffee I finished when I got over here was from fucking yesterday. Mercenary X, I checked. I have this, but how do I get soundtrack? Maybe you have the older ones. I have the older ones on PC. I've had them in my library forever. This just came out. This is a recent remaster that you're playing on Game Pass, yeah?
Game Pass indeed. It is free on Game Pass, so I'm rocking it. All right, the Cathedral. Oh, crap. Dude, these levels look so freaking rad.
MC Corleone, Yaron Brooks says Trump's tariffs are a lose-lose that will likely facilitate corruption in trade deals. Neo-mercantilism.
Hey, I mean, I don't think tariffs are the ideal way to deal with every single situation, but Trump found himself in this situation, and that's as a result of prior trade deals, which were unbalanced in favor of countries. Party! You know, it is a common misnomer that, like, and it's one that China funds to the tune of millions to, you know, perpetuate this falsehood. that China have like unregulated trade or something, and the U.S. are the ones who are imposing these tariffs. No. China had an unbalanced tariff on us for years. So does everybody else, by the way. And they have for years, because basically the United States has been subsidizing the post-World War II order. This is why there are so many Eurotrash countries that can have these bloated nanny states. This is one of the things the UK is going to have to come to grips with. They have, you know, their NHS and whatever, and all of that garbage, and they haven't been paying for the same obligations that the United States have. We've been basically subsidizing all this because they don't have to spend on things like NATO and the World Trade Organization and all the stuff, all the obligations that we have, and overpay for, frankly. They are able to afford their socialized medicine. It'll be interesting to see what happens to countries like Norway and Sweden, where for years we were propagandized and told that these countries have got it all figured out, and America's just clueless. They've got all this socialism. It works, and clearly it's just Norway's the proof that socialism works, and it'll be interesting to see how long that holds up with a rebalanced trade deal, with these countries paying their fair share of NATO, if indeed they would like to keep NATO going. Be interesting, because I don't think they can afford it. And the numbers bear that out.
We do pay them an enormous amount of money so they can have their fucking paradise.
Yeah.
But also, some of our cities have higher populations than those entire countries.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I could roll a flaming tire into Switzerland and blow up half the country if I hit a gas station. Like,
That's
what?
a strangely specific situation.
Well, I mean, they have gas stations.
You've put
right?
some thought into this, haven't you, Tara?
No.
No, just a few hours.
And any of my friends that are listening, maybe, you know, hold off on the plans we had this weekend for that party we were going to throw.
Right.
Anyway.
Maybe my friends over at Michelin, yes.
Alabaster Scarf, have your views on non-denominationalism changed or developed over the past few years?
My views, the Bible clearly prescribes no denominations of any kind, that they are a heresy. That's biblical Christianity. And I don't disagree with that any more than I ever did. This is... Now it's complicated because people who are part of a denomination and separate from one another, the Bible also kind of says that are still sort of part of the body of Christ, though they be apart. But the idea is that we have a church of God. We have a church of Christ. That's what we have. We don't have Presbyterians and Lutherans and Roman Catholics and Orthodox and all of this stuff is a heresy. We're told this by the Bible. Shoot. But the problem is, and I guess what has evolved for me is that non-denominationalism has really become, it's not even, I would say it's not even non-denominational anymore. There was a rich theology behind the idea that there should be no denominations. I would call it anti-denominational, right? There are certain sects that believe explicitly that denominations are heresy. In other words, they actually read the Bible and practice what it says. That's not what non-denominational Christianity is today. Today, it's just Walmart megachurch Christianity. That's all it is. Generic laser light show, rock band, fog machine Christianity. Hey guys, we got a skate park! You know what I mean? Like those kind of churches. And I'm not in accord with that. I don't even think that's Christian, let alone like, non-denominational, denomination. Like that's just not Christian even. What did that switch open? Okay, what is this switch open?
Joe Southwell, my mom's funeral is tomorrow. Prayers appreciated.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Godspeed. That's a That's a big moment that's gonna test you. Stay in prayer, stay around family. If you have family that are still around, if not, stay around friends and your community. Don't let yourself isolate.
And, sorry for neglecting these earlier chats. I will get to those now.
Bag of holding! Alright. Silver shield!
Mercenary X had to watch you. No notification, not even on phone.
No notification. I mean, what else is new, dude?
Shadow Gamble. Which would you choose? 1. A Lincolnite defending Abe Lincoln's tyranny. 2. Watch Jabba enslave Leia. 3. Drink corn-flavored soda.
Buh.
4. Watch the WNBA.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Probably a Lincolnite, because it's entertaining to watch someone reach that hard for sophistry. It at least has that value. What in blue blazes does this open? Okay, that opens the thing I already went to.
People keep saying that you're too low, but I'm looking at your levels. You're fine.
Yeah.
Mods, can we get something from the mods, please?
Check. Yeah, it looks like I have a good level.
Yeah, he's fine. He should be fine.
Maybe you're just a bunch of fags. No. Although some of you probably are fags. No judgment. Okay, a lot.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Not
that.
that there's anything wrong with it. I've been outed. I was never even in. All right. I don't know what that switch does. It did a thing, but I don't know what the thing is.
Razor's fine. Terran as well. Good. That's it. That's all we needed.
All right.
I'm thinking it
Badass
over.
is that. Whoa!
Tales from the House of Oddities. Longtime watcher, first time donation.
Godspeed and welcome.
Have you read the Land and Sea books, and if so, who are your favorite characters?
Oh man, I haven't. I've grabbed the first one. I haven't read it yet. Man, I've heard they're really good. I bet you gotta understand, I did that McCarthy video, and I had to read so much research material heading into that. I didn't just read, like, Blacklisted by History. I read Witness and the Venona Secrets and on and on and on. Betrayal at Bethesda. There were a whole bunch of books I had to get. So my reading time, which I've probably read more books in the last year than I have in years. It was all devoted to that kind of research reading, basically. Interesting. Maybe flying could help me? There's a switch that doesn't appear to do anything. Well, where's our blue key? It's over here. So let's go for it. It's up here.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my flying.
mine are Adam Kane and Reed Porter, and Jay Drake is a massive prick.
That's the thing. Blaine Pardo, I think, more than any of the Battletech writers, was really responsible for the characters that were memorable from a personal standpoint. Not just because of their exploits, you know, like Black Widow and what have you, but like characters that really connected as people, who felt real. I think he was the writer who really gave the franchise that. When they kicked him to the curb, it just, even the slightly less crappy Battletech stuff since his departure, if you want to call it a departure, has just lacked something in terms of character. Huh.
The new guy. I'm visiting Phoenix in November. Other than castles and coasters, what should I check out? Comic shops, old game stores, restaurants, landmarks.
I recently started going to this place, Champion Comics. They don't sell any new comics. They just sell old stuff. It's like an old school comic book store. They're amazing. They're amazing. They have like a complete run of Heavy Metal, mint condition. They have like a complete run of Epic Illustrated, complete run of Doc Savage magazine, it's just amazing. They are absolutely incredible. So that place, check out the big 2-story arcade at Arizona Mills. You might hit up a water park if you're hitting the town in summer. We have a lot of really cool water parks here in Phoenix. Although I think Waterworld shut down years ago, but maybe I just missed something off to the side here.
Derek Smith, Razor, what rainbow song is better? Stargazer or Gates of Babylon?
You know, I would throw a curveball in there because as far as big epic rainbow songs, my favorite is In the Eyes of the World. It's actually not Stargazer. Or, The Eyes of the World is, jeez, what an incredible song. It's from a non-Ronnie James Dio album, so people really don't think about it, even though that album was huge. But, of the two, I'd probably go Gates of Babylon.
Lynn Hero, this level is exactly why I said Heretic Episode 1 only. Are we on Episode 2?
No!
Satellite Cannon. Evening, gents. Since Halloween is a few months away, what are you guys' favorite horror type genre? Personally, I've always loved space horror. I mean, space
favorite horror. I mean, I love Victorian horror. Like classic Victorian horror novels. Frankenstein, Phantom of the Opera, Dracula. I love that stuff. Even like Murders in the Rue Morgue and stuff like just that kind of stuff is amazing.
There's not enough of it, but not specifically space horror, but cosmic horror.
Like Event Horizon.
Like stuff like that. Like the mind-bending shit. Not enough of it, to be honest.
Just here.
Read that. Cesario, since Razor and Terran are the two experts on DS9 that I know.
Are we?
Thoughts on the female Jem'Hadar character in the upcoming Star Trek Starfleet Academy? Pure fan fiction?
Dude, it's just... They have a quota, still, of female characters. And most Jem'Hadar actors and actresses are African-American. We've just established that. Most of the time, the actors and actresses under the makeup are African-American. So they have a quota for black people. They have a quota for women. Oh, we just checked off two. 2 birds, 1 stone. And we get to get all fan fiction-y at the same time. It's a win-win for...
And the people who say, or I don't know if they know or not, but apparently it's like, oh, a Jem'Hadar was with a Klingon. And they made this child.
Yeah, it's like a genetically engineered something or other.
So then why would there be a short, fat female?
Yeah. Why would there be a
Jem'Hadar
short, fat female, period?
for a fucking two warrior races, if what we've heard is to be believed.
What is going on?
That's a good point. Camino Uni brings up, I wouldn't consider it fan fiction. It would require them to be fans first.
Yeah, that's true.
I solely believe, just like in Marvel and DC, some of these people are just spite writers.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We hate that old thing, so we're just gonna take it and do something new with it, and who cares?
There's a door here, and I can't get through it. Is there another door here? There is hidden door. Jeez. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Is there a switch?
Emperor Creatine. Got my hands on a Switch too, and let me tell you, playing DK Bonanza after the absolute torture that is Tropical Freeze is a godsend.
Tropical Freeze is really... I like it, but Tropical Freeze is... There are certain games that are like retro, and it's like the hipsters who made the games remember the old games that they're inspired by as being harder than they actually were. So they think, oh, a defining feature of this game is it'll be stupid hard. The Mega Man 9, 10, that whole thing is like the apotheosis of this phenomenon. And I feel like Tropical Freeze lapsed into that territory. It's like, there are times it's not even fun hard. It's just sort of hard and like annoying, repetitive hard. That is a delicate tightrope to walk when you're just constantly kind of reloading and trying again. And it's a high wire act. Okay, ooh, that's gonna smush me. That is surely gonna smush me. This soundtrack. Ooh, we got a teleport pad here. What do we got? Suck my antler gun! R.I.P.
Oh, here we go again.
What's up?
HT Arcade. So with Trump shilling for Israel and protecting Epstein's clients, what did we even vote for? He's gone back on almost everything we want.
Once again, the Epstein client list is Ghislaine Maxwell. She's currently cooperating with authorities. You're going to wind up with a list that's actually a list instead of a curated one by the Obama White House. And you fucking clown, if you trust Eric Holder more than you trust the number one, like, who is closer to Epstein than Ghislaine Maxwell? HT Arcade, you're in the fucking chat, you fucking clown. Who is it? Who's closer to Epstein? This woman was inside his asshole. She was the madam of his trafficking operation. You say the dumbest fucking shit every single week, and you are completely full of shit every single time. You're not getting a better Epstein list than whatever she gives you. Which, by the way, what was the Epstein list partially composed of? Do you think they had a conversation with her, you dumb fuck? Now they've actually got leverage. It's like, you're going to get a better version of the same Epstein list, only one that wasn't curated by Barack Obama. If what you want is the Obama version of what Ghislaine Maxwell's about to give you, you're basically begging for them to create a version of the list that you can't believe. And why? Because Candace Owens' untalented ass and Ian Carroll's pedostash having ass told you that you need to be obsessed with it because you can't think for yourself because you're a collectivist cunt. Feel free to refund that fucking chat, by the way. And by that I mean I command you to, fuckhead. I have what, explained this 200 damn times? I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm sure it's hard to pronounce.
and the whole he's gone back on almost
He's
everything.
gone back! He accomplished more in his first week in office than any president in your entire lifetime, but you have the memory of a concussed gnat. So you fucking... Why do you think we did an entire Razor Force Offensive episode going categorically down every single accomplishment he did in the first 100 days? Why did we do that? What did I say as a prelude to that? Do you guys remember? Because I was cognizant of the fact that in 2016, Trump accomplished more in 1 week in office than any president ever had in my entire lifetime. And then everyone decided to forget that it ever happened. And so by the end of his first term, all you retards who pretend to be political pundits were like, he went back on, he really declined at the end. Mike Cernovich's stupid lispy ass was, the Trump, he really fell off there at the end. He didn't fall off! He accomplished most of his agenda in the first fucking week! That's what happened! You just have a short memory because you're retarded!
He's Canadian too, by the way.
But yeah.
But yeah, I
Most
mean,
Wignats who are really passionate about American